Welcome guys, hello and welcome to my channel. Kite Tenjo here, and today I'll be working on I was going to say Infernity. So yeah, like, share, comment and subscribe. And yeah, but before we start, I'm about to reach 30 subscribers, and for the 30 subscribers special I'll be making a Dark Magician versus meta video. So I mean videos. So I'll be classifying that. The first video for the 30 subscriber special will be the decks that I'll be dueling against, except Tri-Brigade. I couldn't get a replay for that, and yeah, I couldn't make a Tri-Brigade deck profile by myself anyways. It will just be a copy paste. So the first one will be, just as I told you, the decks that I'll be facing in that video. The second one will be the replays against the meta and other stuff. And the third video will be the Dark Magician deck profile in depth, and it will also be like a Dark Magician competitive deck profile, and also for the casual players too. So yeah, definitely have to subscribe if you want that juicy deck profile. And yeah, so let's work on the current one, which is Infernity. So yeah, Dark Grapher, and Appaloosa for 3, so we already have 3 negates. Special summon 2 back. Activate Fiendish Rhino effect, send an Infernity monster, activate the effect of the second one. You see, this was a smart play right here. Oh god damn it, I have to reload this. So yeah, I relaunch the app. So wait, I relaunched the app. So the first thing that you have to see here is this card right here, Infernity Wildcat. So this card effect is basically banish one Infernity monster from your graveyard, then decrease or increase this card's level by 1. We do not care about this card's level, like we don't. The only thing we care about right now is just banishing one level 4 or lower Infernity Wildcat. And by the way, you should have no cards in your hand to activate and resolve this effect. So yeah, this is the fun part about Infernity. It have its own like fun strategy. Yes. And now we actually activated its effect. So we just banished the Necromancer. So this is important. And yeah, this card is still a level 3. We have another level 3 monster in our field, and you should be able to know what's next to come. Leave here the Sea Dragon and activate this one's effect, revive Infernity Archfiend. Infernity Archfiend is not even once per turn. Draw 4. Then yeah, you just keep going and going. This one just searches again. By the way, this ends on 7 interruptions. Special summon 2 again. Add 1. Special summon it again. Then special summon them back. Now this is just beautiful. Are you seeing this, guys? First, this is not our end board, like, no. We have 3 monster negates. We have 1 Omni negate. We have 1 spell and trap negate. So 3, 4, 5. We already have 5 negates what basically Dragon Link can do. Like 5 negates, Dragon Link can do it, yeah, whatever. But this time we have this one, Infernity Suppression. So basically, if you have no cards in your hand, you can activate this card that turn into a set. this card just basically outs Nibiru. If you are able to search this in your early on combo and you still have an Infinity monster on the field with no cards in hand, you can out Nibiru. I know it kind of sounds cringy because it's kind of hard, honestly, but its other effect is while your opponent activates a monster effect while you control an Infernity monster, negates that effect. It doesn't destroy, but at least it deals 100 points of damage for each of that monster's level. Search again and yeah, basically do everything. And yeah, we do not care about the cards that we sent to the graveyard of Allure of Darkness because we kind of like that. Now we have nothing in our hand, nothing bricky. So yeah, let's count this again. One Infernity Break, which can, if you have no cards in your hand, which you don't, target one Infernity card in your graveyard. It says card, so you can banish the Infernity Launcher. And one card your opponent controls, banish the first target, and if you do, destroy the second target. So one interruption. This card basically destroys Black Wings and Red Raptors. Like, they can't play through one Infernity Break, except if they have like an inbuilt another extender or something like that. Then Infernity Suppression, another monster negate. Wait, let me just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 negates. Beautiful, and it doesn't even end there. Now we have another one. And this time you opened Danger to Shinogo, which allows you to draw one. By the way, I said it allows you to draw one because our hand couldn't do anything by its own. We kinda needed that draw to dig into our deck, into more of our, well, send from your hand to the graveyard cards. So now we can out Nibiru right now. And we already have 2 interruptions. Special summon, activate banish. It becomes level 4 and we still don't care. It just can get linked off or something. Plus we already summoned the Livier with something else. Then regardless, it summons back the Infernity Necromancer, which Necromancer is very fantastic. It can activate its effect if you have no cards in your hand. Select one Infernity monster in your graveyard except Infernity Necromancer, special summon it. You can special summon Infernity Archfiend. Infernity Archfiend activates its effect, search you something, activate Saryuja, special summon Infernity Mirage that you searched or you drew off Saryuja. Activate Saryuja, special summon this one, link off your Necromancer and Infernity Archfiend, and yes, it basically goes and goes because it's not once per turn. You see, we even have our third interruption right here, Infernity Barrier. This card literally outs Dark Ruler no more. Now, what kind of deck summons Appaloosa 4/4? This right here. And yeah, basically that's it. 4 monster negates. Mostly what you see is 3 Appaloosa negate, but this time it's 4. So change for your eyes. Then the 5th one is a spell negate. The 6th one is an Omni negate, and it's also a counter trap card, so your opponent cannot respond to this card except with another counter trap, which wouldn't happen because it's their first turn and they would not set anything. Then there's Infernity Suppression and the Infernity Break. So another combo or whatever you want to call it. Send the Archfiend this time because we already have the Infernity Mirage. Now the Patriarch can special summon itself. The reason that I searched it is to go into Saryuja. If you did not search that, you couldn't go for Saryuja. Next Armageddon Knight effect. Send the Infernity General. Now we banish the Mirage. Special summon it back. Activate its effect again. Special summon Necromancer, Archfiend. Archfiend search the launcher. And it just goes and goes and goes. And into a second Saryuja. Special summon it, special summon the Archfiend, search the break, special summon that. And yeah. You can do it again and again. Infernity Doom Archfiend, and yeah. That is basically it. We have one Appaloosa for 4 again. An FA Dragster, Infernity Break, Suppression, and Barrier. Very fantastic. Now to the duels. This time it was versus ABC. This was kind of a weak replay since he just set everything. Oh no, this was actually game. Game 3 or 2, I believe. And we both have bad hands. But not anymore. At least that was what I thought. And that is the only thing that I could do. Then barrier negates, attack, destroy, set, attack. You know, I could have activated this card's effect to destroy it, but I can't forgot, I misplayed. Now, summon Armageddon Knight, send another Infernity General, summon 2, summon the Archfiend back, and yeah, it just keeps going. Yes, I mean, I could have finished him, but I just wanted to continue on. And Appaloosa for 4. This is a F. And yeah, fantastic. We have a Burlode Savage Dragon with 4 freaking counters, and its attack points can out Ultimate Falcon. Yes. Yeah. So 5 negates, 6 negates. With starting with a bad hand, but I mean, I guess your opponent also opened with a bad hand, and I just flexed it on the max. Card destruction. Who saw this card coming? Union Hanger. And again, I opened a bad hand. No, wait, no, I misplayed. Forget it. Now I just send cards. Now I have nothing in my hand, so I can just play and play. And I still survive, so yeah. Wish me good luck. I'll need it. No, seriously, I will need it. Summon that. Make Livier. But now the loop has already started, and you can't do jack about that, sorry. Yes, the comebacks that this deck can do are effing sane. And now you already know that we have a completely full combo. We still even have the Infernity Launcher on the field. Destroy something with that, and we go into 100 Eyes. Because 100 Eyes effect is very not good at, honestly. Then we even end on negates. Like, okay, honestly, I just did that for the flex. 4 negates with Appaloosa, 1 more negate with Crystal Wing Synchro. And you already saw his board, didn't you? He summoned two dragon busters, banished my cards, and I just activate everything in my graveyard to beat him. Negate, obviously. And there's just no way he can win. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 8. Again, 8 negates. 8 mother flippin' negates. Negate. And I can just negate again. And look at this. I have 100 life points. And but I can just attack with the no, I couldn't win. Forget it. And I negate with that. And he takes 800 damage. Summon Borreload. Attach, then just GG Nori, and I ended on 1-2 negates. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so this time it's against Code Talkers. He already opened Ibli. Okay. Negated, so I couldn't do Jack. Ibli summons herself. By the way, updated CONSITINCY deck profile coming. Just wanted to let you know. He misplayed. Let me see. He could have literally. You linked me. Let me check this once. Oh man, if he just didn't go for the Code Talker inverted, he literally would have won the duel, like no cap. He would have zones to special summon this one, and man, it wasn't even a misclick. If it was a misclick, he could have cancelled that. Then I just keep going and going. By the way, while gathering these replays, I have to say in the notes that you have to be patient or something like that. They wouldn't have enough patience to deal with me. Again, let's analyze this board. 4 negates with Appaloosa, 1 negate Warlord Savage, 1 spell negate with Dragster, and we don't have an Infernity monster, so these two wouldn't activate. So yeah, still 6 negates. Fantastic. Negate that. I don't negate this. This is an obvious bait. And I completely missed my mind about Access Code Talker. Like, I did not think about anything else. I mean, I did not think about this one. I was playing it carefully, and yeah, sometimes not negating everything can hurt you so much. And yeah, he destroys himself, destroys me, and yeah, next turn I could just attack him and yeah, win the duel. So next one versus Dragma. Is this AI? Yes, it's AI. I mean, obviously it is AI, you know that. Now, for the first time, the first effect of Infernity Launcher actually came up. And I still did that without even using my normal summon. Summon 2, search the Necromancer. That one special summons it. Link it off for a freaking Nightmare Phoenix in the first turn. Livier, summon the Mirage back. Go for Appaloosa for 4. Then just... damn. And yeah, 4, 5, 6 negates. I mean, this one is not a negate, it's just an interruption, but you get the point. took control of that, and he could have dealt damage, but I still would have stopped him anyways. GG no re. So yeah, next replay is against Altergeist. So yeah, Altergeist with a basic combo, multi-faker, the settlements, send cards, yes, and I even freaking open freaking Necromancer. I mean, it is a 3-off, but I do not open it that much. And you just send cards to the graveyard, stack your graveyard, and yeah, Happy Land City. Yes, that was a lot of misplays, but hey, I did it. And what saved me was this one monster reborn. Yes, you couldn't attack over one freaking Doom Archfiend. What a pussy cat. And yeah, GG Nori again. So yes, that was it for the replays, and let's go to the deck profile. So here it is, a 43 card deck, 2 Infernity General, 3 wouldn't be necessarily, honestly. 2 is just enough. If you draw this card, like, what are you going to do? It's a level 7 vanilla monster that just sits on your hand. You want to just to send it to the graveyard of the effect of either Infernity Sage or Fiendish Rhino, or Armageddon Knight, or Dark Grapher, or Cherubini, and yeah, even maybe Monster Reborn. Is there any other cards that could send it? Maybe 1-for-1 if you draw it, but it's a 1-of, so who cares. Then 1 Infernity. Wait, I have to put this one on. So you see how many cards that are limited that we play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 freaking limited cards are played in one single deck. This is fantastical phantasmy. Okay, but I just want to check what does it look like in the OCG, and wow. Okay, in the OCG you are only allowed to play one Saryuja. Oh my god, the Infernity Archfiend is not limited? The Dark Grapher is not limited? This one is not limited. Okay, I'm just going to turn my face around. So yeah, so 1 Danger Mossman. Why Mossman, you ask? Because its effect when it gets discarded is both player draws 1. So if you actually play Chupacabra, it wouldn't. When it gets discarded, it's the only danger replay, so there won't be any advantages that you're going to get. Sorry, that was a completely wrong statement, right? There was a reason behind this, I just forget again. So Dark Grapher, what this card say is you can special summon this card by discarding 1 level 5 or higher dark monster. So if you break with Infernity General, then well done, my G. But it's not the main effect. The main effect is once per turn you can discard 1 dark monster, send 1 dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. And that 1 dark monster you're going to send is probably, not always, is either the Infernity Sage if you have no cards in your hand. I mean, you can if the rest you have in your hand is something like spell and traps, you can just set them or something else. But if it's but yeah, something else that you can send is the Age Imp Sabers. Then there's also this one, the Street Patrol, which its effect says banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one fiend monster with 2000 or less attack from your hand. So this basically helps you to get rid of the cards that is in your hand. If you just say you have something like a Necromancer or an Infernity Archfiend in your hand, you can just send this one off Grapher or Armageddon Knight, special summon it, then get its effect. So yeah, one Patriarch. The only reason I play it is if this is the only card in your hand, you can special summon this card. So yeah, you can basically search it off Infernity Archfiend and special summon it and go Saryuja and just keep on playing the game. Plus it's a level 4, so you can go to Drugalis effect, detach 2, special summon one monster from the graveyard, which will be either the Necromancer if you have it or the Infernity Archfiend. And something else is Fiendish Rhino. The only thing I hate about this card in this deck is it's not a dark monster. It should have been dark, honestly, but its effect is too broken not to play it. Its effect says if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard except Fiendish Rhino. How easy is that to dump everything important to the graveyard? You can dump Infernity General, Infernity Conjurer, or anything else and get its effects and stuff. So yeah, then there is Infernity Wildcat. This is a new card that we got. So what this card does, I already explained it in the replay, so I'm not gonna repeat it. Then there's a one danger to Shinogo. It's limited. Yeah, we can't do anything about it. It's a level 3. It is dark. Fantastic. When it gets discarded, so basically it might be a discard from Dark Grapher or 1/1 or something else, or even card destruction. You can special summon this card back and it could be a good card for extenders and stuff. So yeah, another new card is this one. This card says if you have no cards in your hand, special summon this card from the graveyard but banish it when it leaves the field. Fantastic. It's a level 3, it's dark, it's a fiend. We love that kind of stuff in this deck. Yes, fiendish things. Okay, anyways, then there's the Age Imp Sabers. This card you do not rely on it that much, honestly. Maybe if you want to extend that much, but this one is like a lifesaver in dangerous situations where your hand kind of sucks or you need to go. Let's say you open card destruction and the cards that you draw off it sucks. Plus this one, when it's in the graveyard, it returns one card from your hand to the top of the deck and special summons itself. Another good way to get rid of cards in your hand. So fantastic. Then Tour Guide. Obviously we can go Cherubini with this. We might even special summon the Infernity Wildcat to go into Needle Fiber and yeah, do some disgusting plays. Then something else is Archfiend Harris, which this card, it's kind of the same with Age Imp Sabers. When this card is sent to the graveyard, add one Archfiend card from your deck to your hand. So the Archfiend cards that you will be adding will be Infernity Archfiend. Then you can special summon it off Saryuja the Skull Dread. That's just it. But the bonus effect is, the bonus thing about this card is level 3 Dark Fiend again. Then there's a wait, isn't Infernity Necromancer supposed to be? Oh no, my bad, it was a 2-off. I said in the replays that it was a 3-off, right? I lied. Then yes, Necromancer, already explained its effect in the replays. Wait, did I? If you have no cards in your hand, special summon Infernity Monster from your graveyard. That's it. Okay, Infernity Sage, another new card, Tuner, level 2, dark. We do not like level 2 cards, but I like it because this one, Infernity Doom Archfiend, is a level 6, plus this equals a Warlord Savage, a Crystal Wing Synchro, or a 100 Ice Dragon. Fantastic. Then its actual effect is during your main phase you can discard your entire hand. That's it. That's so simple. Okay, its second effect is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Infernity monster from your deck to the graveyard. You must have no cards in your hand to activate and resolve this effect. So yeah, the whole point of this deck is having no cards in your hand, so I'm not going to judge that. Then there's the Infernity Mirage, which is a tough. I mean, if you open this card, what are you going to even do? Nothing. It's just a vanilla card that sits on your hand if you have no other good cards in your hand. Then there's Allure of Darkness. Your entire archetype is dark except for Fiendish Rhino, but come on, I mean, you play like 25 dark monsters. Why would you not play Allure of Darkness? Then there is 1 for 1. Fantastic. It special summons Infernity Mirage from the deck. And by the way, a misplay that I did that costed me to lose a duel is this card cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. This is a very downward effect of this card, but again, its effect is too broken to hate this card just for that. Then there's one Reinforcement of the Army. The only reason to play this card is to search the Armageddon Knight or the Dark Grapher. So yeah, so card destruction, fantastic, fantastical, phantasmi. I love this card so much because it's kind of an OG card. Then one Foolish Burial. This entire deck have like monsters that have effects in the graveyard. I mean, not all of them. It was just a joke, but yeah, still, one Monster Reborn. This card is broken. This card is just broken. It can even special summon monster from your opponent's graveyard. And another card, Charge into the Dark World. So, why do I play this card? Target one level 4 or lower Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Then discard one Fiend monster. You can only activate one charge. We do not care about this. We only play one of this card anyways. First thing, it special summons back our Infernity Archfiend. It special summons Infernity Necromancer and other stuff. One good flaw of this card. The second and main one, the main effect is discard one Fiend monster. This is like the main effect, not the special summon effect at this point. Then there is another new card for Infernity, which is Contract with the Void. It should have said something like Infernity slash then Contact with the Void, so that it could be searchable with Infernity Archfiend, but I mean, it's okay. If you at least have 3 other cards in your hand, discard your entire hand. Then if you do, special summon one Infernity monster or one level 8 Dark Synchro monster from your graveyard, which is basically this one, but we do not do that. I never get the chance to do that, and I wouldn't care to have the chance. The only thing I care about is discarding my entire hand, then special summoning one Infernity monster from my graveyard, and that's it. Then you play Void Apocalypse. So what this card do is, like, this is just the only effect you use. These 2 lines. You can discard one card, send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. That's just it. You send card from your hand to the graveyard, so your hand will be 0, and yeah, you gain the effect of Infernity General or Infernity Conjurer, which these 2 are mostly the ones that you will be sending. Is it? Oh no, you might also send the Fiendish Rhino or the Infernity, I mean the Archfiend Harris. Anyways, one into the Void. If you activate this one and thought, no, you do not need to think anything, and you still have cards in your hand, during the end phase of this turn, your entire hand is discarded, so you do not need to worry about having cards in your hand if you have this card. Then there is one Infernity Launcher. This card is the most broken card ever. This card deserves to be limited, honestly. Then there are the 3 traps that you'll be searching off Infernity Archfiend, and yeah, that's it for the main deck. Let's go to the extra deck, which is Not too much to talk about since the main deck just goes with it. Okay, one Salamangreat Al Mirage. Okay, so this card. Why do you play this card? Sorry, I have to think for a moment. Okay, yes. If you have something like Infernity Archfiend plus charge into the Dark World, you can basically go this. No, you can't do it because it says one normal summon monster with 1000 or less attack. So that will be Infernity Sage, Necromancer, for Archfiend Harris, Tour Guide, and yeah, all of those juicy cards. Sorry. Okay, I got it. So I don't think this is the main reason that I played it in the deck, but this is just one additional reason. I forgot that one. If you have something like Infernity General with another level 3 or lower Infernity Monster in the graveyard, you can just normal summon one, use this one, send that to the graveyard, then the Infernity General can special summon 2 Infernity Monsters from the graveyard, 2 level 3 or lower Infernity Monster from the graveyard, so you'll basically have enough extenders to play the game. But again, this is just an additional effect, not the main reason I played it, and I just forgot that one. Jesus. Then there's one Cherubini. Summon this card, send the Fiendish Rhino, activate Fiendish Rhino effect, send the Infernity Sage. Infernity Sage effect will activate again. Send the Infernity General. Infernity General activate its effect, special summon 2 monsters from the graveyard. Then, yeah, maybe Gosar Yuja and yeah, all those good stuff. Then Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber mostly summons either the Wildcat or the Sage Beak. The reason is these two are like the only 2 main tuners in the deck. Yeah, and plus we kind of need them in the graveyard so that we will do our synchro plays. Then one Nightmare Phoenix, it discards a card and do some stuff, but the main reason it's played is just again to send cards from the field to the graveyard to activate their effects in the graveyard, then Gosar Yuja or Appaloosa and yeah, all those good stuff. Appaloosa 4 negate card or maybe 3 negate card sometimes. I love it. I mean her. What it? No, I was going to say what I can't, but I do not have the voice recorded version of that, so it won't work. That meme won't work here. Anyways, to Yuja, you can argue to play a third one, but you mostly need 2. The third one will just be pointless. It will just be a vanilla card in your extra deck instead of your hand. Then one Kakidia King or Cecilia, number 3 Cecilia King or Kakidia King, I do not know how to pronounce this. So what this card do is negate. Yes, it's just an additional negate with 2 level 3 monsters. This is a card is just if you have like a broken hand, you can go into this one plus a plus a 4/4 with 3 back rows, and you still have Infernity Archfiend in attack position on the field. Yes, that's like the only way to use this card, but still it's just an additional negate, so yeah, why not? Plus you might need this if you can't go into Appaloosa and you lack extenders to go into it. Then there's a one Livier Sea Dragon. Oh my god, this card is useful in this deck more than it's useful than in Phantom Knights. Like, yes, I'm kinda exaggerating, but you can see the point. Then one Dragula, the Timeless. It's a fantastic card, but yes, it goes with the same rule, just like Agent Sabers and Archfiend Harris. Then there's a one Infernity Doom Archfiend. I'm casual player, what do you want from me? Plus its effect is really nice. Once per turn, target 1 face-up card on the field, negate its effect. It doesn't say monster, it just says 1 face-up card. Fantastic, but if you have no cards in your hand, you can destroy it instead. Fantastic. The only down part is it's not a quick effect, but hey, you can still go into these 3 boys if you have this one, so have no argument on that. FA down, you need you need a negate against Dark Ruler. No, wait. This one is a negate for the Dark Ruler. Okay, you just need a spell and trap negate. That is what this deck lacks. And in the 8 negate combos that you already saw, you have only 2. No, forget it. We ended on 1 Burlord Savage, 1 Dragster, and 1 Infinity Barrier. So it's like 3 spell and trap negates. And yeah, then there's 100 Ice Dragon. So what this card does is, if you have no cards in your hand, banish 1. Wait, does it follow that rule? I mean, it's not an Infernity card. Replace nope. No, it's completely free to do what it have to do. So you activate this, banish 1 Infernity monster from the graveyard. This card gains that monster's effect. And even if you do not want to get an additional effect, it already have a good attack status. But the card that you will be banishing mostly is the Infernity Mirage. And if you do not have the Mirage and just got this card, you'll banish the Necromancer to get the effect of the Necromancer, special summon Archfiend, then search, and yeah, fantastic. Then there's 2 cards, obviously. Okay, then I have no proper side deck to this card because you can't really side anything in this. I mean, you kind of need every card in this main deck, so I couldn't see a way to fit in hand traps. Plus, if you draw into hand traps, like, what are you going to do with them? They're just cards in your hand that doesn't do anything if your opponent doesn't do anything. And yeah. Then there's a Formula Synchron. Wait, Formula. Sorry, I have to play the sound. Oh. Okay. There. So Formula Synchron and Satellite Warrior. Why? Because you play Needle Fiber. You can tag out Needle Fiber, summon Formula Synchron, then activate Formula Synchron. No, you won't activate this effect to draw 1. Hell no. Then activate this one's effect to Accel Synchro during your opponent's turn using the Burlord Savage Dragon or the Crystal Wing to go into Satellite Warrior. Satellite Warrior effect, pop 2 or 3 cards your opponent control. So yeah, more interruptions. This is something you can go with. It's not needed that much, but you can do that. Then 1 additional Allure of Darkness. You might consider playing this, but I don't know. It's just the work is good with 2. Then 1 Tour Guide, the same as Allure of Darkness. 2 is just enough, honestly. Plus it summons level 3 monsters, level 3 Fiend monsters only. And this one is 4, this one is 7, this one is 2, so just to summon the Infinity Conjurer. If you have no cards in your hand, special summon this one and do your extending play. So yeah, that's it for this deck, guys. This deck is more boring than Court Talkers if you are playing against it. If you are playing with it, well, your opponent is not gonna be happy when he awakes from his sleep. Yeah, so this was it for the deck, guys. Hope you love this deck. The deck strategy is just so fantastic. It's just so well done, and I love this deck so much. And Callan will be happy with this deck. Callan, hope you are happy with this. And yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.